Hey, it's Patrick from JMP Cycles, and we're in the middle of the Buffalo Chip for Michael Lichter's Naked Truth Show. It's a bike show that showing off fabrication skills of the builders. Nobody's hiding behind a paint job here, and it's also laced completely around with Michael Lichter's art. So lucky us, we get to go look at some really cool motorcycles and some awesome art as well. Really a trick knucklehead from Dalton Walker of Split Image Customs. What it is, it's a Petruzzi water-cooled knuckle, which came out of they use them in old race cars. You hardly ever see them back in motorcycles. This is a really rare instance. It has a really cool handmade radiator in the front, split tanks feeding each carb, all kinds of really cool trick stuff here. Much more than I could possibly list off now, but just a really one-of-a-kind rare motorcycle. This is a knucklehead from Nate Jacobs from Harlot Cycles. If you've been paying attention and watching our videos, you've seen us shoot a couple other of Nate's bikes at Willie's show in Daytona, and Nate didn't disappoint again with this knucklehead. Lots of stainless. It's his signature front end that he uses. Just his attention to detail is ridiculous. If you start looking this bike over, everything is near perfection. Nate Jacobs doesn't disappoint again. Here we have a 93-inch shovel head from Mad Jap Customs. To be kind of cliche about it, it's old school meets new school. You can see from the front end and the crazy amount of brakes on this thing and all the kind of hot rod fittings and lines. Got a key and flat side magneto. Just a real kind of hot rod shovel head. Used FMF cans here on the exhaust. Really trick kind of street bred race bike or race bred street bike here. Really cool build. This is Jeff Wright's bike from Des Moines, Church of Choppers, one of my favorite builders, mainly because all his builds are so functional. And this one's very, very unique, and this is a 2015 BMW R19, something you wouldn't expect to see at this show. And he did do some fab work, obviously built some really cool pipes, fabbed up this tail section, and modified the tank some. But the coolest thing about this bike is he took all of the modern electronics off of it. Now it has a magneto and two flat side Keyens running it. So he took all the fuel injection electronics off of it, stripped it down, EST carbon fiber wheels. He said it lost about 100 pounds. Just another great entry from Jeff Wright. This is the Roland Sands design entry. The guys at Roland Sands built this bike based off of a Yamaha RD400, and it's one of his 250 GP race chassis with awesome two-stroke motor, a little bit of fab work, and even some of their off-the-shelf parts worked into it. Just a really unique entry here. You don't see a lot of like full-blown race stuff here, and this is basically that. Really slick two-stroke from the guys over at RSD. This is LC Fabrication's bike. If you've ever seen any of their stuff before, you know kind of what they're capable of, but they set the bar even higher. This is a Buell Blast motor with a pre-unit Triumph transmission and a Ducati 750 head. As you can see, it's overhead cam set up here. Aluminum bodywork, aluminum fender, aluminum tank, hand formed, and then with this crazy hydro springer front end. Everything on here is like super trick, one-off. Really impressive bike from those guys. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. Every one of these bikes could be their own feature. We just picked a few of our favorites. Big thank you to all the builders that took the time to build these bikes, and to Michael Lichter for putting on the show. Great stuff. We'll see you next year.